Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And today I have a little special friend with me. His name is Pee-Pee, the flying chihuahua. How are you doing today, Pee-Pee? He said, I'm doing okay, I love unboxings. His favorite unboxing is the Pop Sugar because he loves beauty supplies. Anyway, okay, let's get right into this unboxing. And this is the Page Habit June edition unboxing. Page Habit, I love you so, 'cause you give me things that make me go crazy. Okay, let's get right into this video. So, I have been doing Page Habit unboxings now for, I don't know, a couple months. They are so fantastic, and they send me a box every month. Thank you so much for Page Habit. Oh my God, I love you so much. And if you want to get your own, very own, it also doubles as a drum, so why wouldn't you? And then your kids can walk around the house drumming and driving you crazy. If you want to get your very own Page Habit box, I will link it below. And if you use my code, which is also listed below, I think you get $5 off shipping, handling, or your first order, depending on if it's international or not. So go check it out. It's fantastic. I love it. It's probably my favorite box I've ever received of life. And I was doing the young adult box. They have like 6 or 7, I'll read them in here to you in just a second, different genres. But I was doing the young adult one. But then I was noticing that like every video that I went to was young adult. So I switched it because I love to read scary books. Woo, so spooky. I cannot wait until the October Halloween Page Habit edition. You're gonna wanna get it for that. So anyway, I switched it to horror. I have to be very careful when I say that word, horror, because when I say it, people are like, there's some holes in this house. Anyway, horror, so scary books. So I switched my Page Habit to that. You can also do like literary fiction, history, there's all kinds of different, romance, paranormal, I think. We'll read them. We'll find out together, okay? And the other thing I love about this box is that they give a certain amount of proceeds to organization, a charity. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. So here you go. Here's your little Page Habit box. Comes right to your doorstep. I mean, listen, not a lot comes to your doorstep these days unless you order it. Are you ready? The unveiling! I just did a palette review giveaway on my main channel. I'm not only a booktuber, I'm also a beauty guru. Booty guru. Okay, so this is the Page Habit box when you open it up. And if you read in here, it says, snap, give, and read. Post a picture of your unboxing with the hashtag MyPageHabit tag, and we will donate another book to a child without access. So I've done it a couple times. I think it's awesome to do that. I love that they give books to a child without access. I don't know, access to books, I'm assuming. Okay, so now when you open this little letter that is folded. Now I have done enough of these unboxings that they ain't tricking me. You're not tricking me, Page Habit, I know, see? This little letter right here, this is from the author of the book that we're going to talk about in a second, so I'm going to save the letter until we get to that moment. So, the first thing that you get is a little Page Habit bookmark, see? I love their bookmarks. You guys know I love bookmarks. I collect bookmarks. I mean, I'm a reader, so I collect bookmarks, but the thing I love about it is that they're laminated, and they're not like super big. They're like, just the right size, and there's always like a little literary quote on it. And this one is from Anne Fadiman, and it says, if you truly love a book, you should sleep with it, write in it, read aloud from it, and fill its pages with muffin crumbs. This is so funny because I totally agree with this. I just went to Mexico a year ago. We just got back from the Dominican Republic. Every year, my husband and I, we take a vacation for our birthdays, which are both in June. My birthday is tomorrow. So anyway, and I'll be the ripe old age of 46. I cannot believe I made it to 46. And I'm still a booktuber. Okay, so anyway, but before then, I was very weird about like dog-earing books and all that kind of stuff, And then on vacation, I was reading Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, and I dog-eared the hell out of it. Faced it down, read it in the pool, it got water all over it, and I really enjoyed reading a book that way. And since then, I believe books are meant to be read. Like, I believe they're meant to be devoured. I don't need a perfect book sitting on the bookshelf. Y'all know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with me, but just try it just once. So, yes, I love that bookmark. Okay, then the next thing is it talks in here about for the month of June 2018, Page Habit, in partnership with Books for Africa, and this is typically the charity that they work with, is sending books to Botswana to contribute to the Botswana Book Project. And then it goes down here and it explains in detail. It says, Pam Shelton, retired librarian for Vermont, traveled to Botswana in 1997, where she immediately discovered the need for libraries and books. She established the Botswana Book Project in Monn, like my name, but M-A-U-N, in 1998 to answer the immediate library needs, I cannot pronounce this, of the Ingala Land District. Since then, the volunteer project has served as a catalyst for literacy and library development in schools and educational organizations throughout the country. Using her private vehicle, Pam has distributed books to them. All right, Pam! That's cool. I love people that do, listen, I'm an armchair traveler, right? But I love people that get out there and do shit like this. It's so cool. Using her private vehicle, Pam has distributed books to the most remote area dwellers in Botswana. The project has now expanded to include books for local people with a theme, a book in every hut. I love that. I really do. Like, I think that is so cool. Okay, so, and then it tells you, like, where the money and everything goes to. And then on the back of this, it tells you what the different genres are. I'll get to that in a second because I don't want to ruin what, it has on there the books for the entire month. And I don't want to ruin what my book is going to be because I'm not there yet. Okay, don't ruin it for me. It also has this stuff. Crinkles. Okay, so then you get a bunch of little goodies, because that's what subscription boxes are really all about, the goodies. And this one says, hands-free reading on the move with Gimbal Traveler. I don't really know what this is. So you open it, if you can open it. I should have brought scissors. Okay, so here it is, the Gimbal Traveler. And then, oh, you put it on like pages and stuff. Oh, this is cool, can you see? So you put it like here, and then it like holds your pages for you while you're like outside so it doesn't blow in the wind. Slip the gimbal over your book with a larger loop placed over the thicker side. When you reach the middle of it, you can swap it. Oh, see, it just makes it real easy to swap pages. Like if you're on the beach. This is like really good for me, because when I was on the beach reading in the Dominican Republic, I had to literally like put my hands like this. Do you guys have to do that? I hate it, it drives me nuts. So here it is, the gimbal. That's cool. I see you. Gimbal. That's cute. Okay, yeah, I'll keep that one. Sometimes I give away some of these things to some of my friends, or I have a lot of friends of mine whose kids read a lot, and I'll like give them things, and they're like, oh my God, Uncle Peter, thank you so much. All right, so then the next thing is, books give us all the feels. This is so funny because I collect, these are magnets, I think. Or no, they're stickers. It says, books give us all the feels. And I love this, but this is probably like something that I'll give my friend's daughter, Maddie. So Maddie, if you're watching this video, this is coming your way. I mean, I don't have a big need for stickers today. I'm not one of those YouTubers that love stickers. You all know there's a couple of them out there. I mean, I just don't. You know, don't hate me for it. Listen, smelly stickers, I got a whole collection of them in the basement from when I was in 3rd grade. If you want them, you can have them. But anyway, I'll give these away. And then every month they give you like a little short book. And this one is called Nyx. Wings by Nidhi Pugalia. When Mia follows Sammy into the forest that surrounds their homes, the last thing she expects to stumble upon is a veil. Oh, I love fairy tales. I do love fairy tales, though. Is a veil of fairies. Even rarer than what she finds is the knowledge she takes with her. That innocence might just be a physical thing, and what it could look like, broken. This could be you. Learn how to submit a piece of writing for publication. PP's over here. He is like sighing. And then it says about her in here. It talks about her, and she's a Nidhi Pugalia is a writer and editor living in Brooklyn, New York, haunting its coffee shops like the hipster she'll never admit she is. That's cute. She graduated from the New School, with an MFA in fiction and is currently working on her first novel. All right. So they give you these little books, and they're just like little, small, little short stories. I love that they do that. I think it's cute. Sometimes I read them and sometimes I don't. Okay, so let's get to the book. Are y'all ready? And one of the things that I love that they do, I haven't seen the book yet. I like picked it up and turned it over so I couldn't see. But one of the things that I love that they do is that they have the author go in and put annotations on like Post-it notes. So as you're reading it, you like, they have little like excerpts of what they think about it as they read it. So the unveiling is, oh my God. The Cabin at the End of the World. I've already heard about this book, and I really, really want to read it. By Paul Tremblay. Trembley's personal best is It's That Good, said Stephen King. So before we get into this, let me just show you. So see, you can see that there are like annotations. Do you see that? It's really cool when you're reading the book, okay? Because you go through here and you can see what the author had to say about each of these things. So let's look at Paul Tremblay. There he is, right? Very serious author picture. Okay. Paul Tremblay has won the Bram Stoker British Fantasy and Massachusetts Book Awards, and is the author of Disappearance at Devil's Rock, A Head Full of Ghosts, and the crime novels A Little Sleep and No Sleep Till Wonderland. He is currently a member of the board of directors of the Shirley Jackson Awards. Did you ever read The Lottery by Shirley Jackson? Oh my God, that story wore me out. Wore me out. And then, oh my God, did you guys ever see they did a movie about it on Lifetime? And it was with that guy that was from MTV, Dan, I can't remember his name. I think he dated Daisy Fuentes. Did you ever see that? It was horrible. But I do love those Lifetime movies, don't you? I love those Lifetime movies. My favorite Lifetime movies are I Know My First Name is Steven, and that one with Delta Burke from Designing Women. I love her so much. Okay, Suzanne Sugarbaker. And she's like a gambler, and she's in the playing her slots, and her friend's trying to pull her out. She goes, I can't stop. I totally relate to that. I love to go to the casino and drink my fountain pops. Oh my God, I might want to go tonight. I don't know. My birthday's tomorrow, so I might want to go tonight for my birthday. But anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, the Shirley Jackson Awards and all that, The Lottery. Did you ever read The Lottery? I think I had to read The Lottery when I was in high school and in college. I love that story. But I'm so happy I don't live in that town. I know I'd be the first one that got stoned. Okay, I mean, not stoned on drugs. I don't use drugs because I've been sober since I was 22 and a half years old. December 17th, 1994. Okay. He is currently a member of the board of directors. If you liked all that, go watch my drama channel. That's what you get all day long. He is currently a member of the board of directors of the Shirley Jackson Awards, and his essays and short fiction have appeared in the Los Angeles Times, Entertainment Weekly, online, and numerous years' best anthologies. He has a master's degree in mathematics and lives outside Boston with his wife and children. So basically, he's kind of a big deal. More than me. All right, a propulsive, heart-palpitating novel of psychological suspense from the Bram Stoker award-winning author of A Head Full of Ghosts. 7-year-old Wynn and her parents, Eric and Andrew. Now, I have never heard, I mean, I've heard about the book, but I haven't read the inside, so you're getting a first glimpse of what I really think. And I'll tell you if I would read this book or not. Are you ready? Okay. 7-year-old Wynn and her parents, well, I better hope I will, because this is the book that came with the box. I always wonder, like, I have never once got a subscription box where I already own the book that's in there, but what happens in that case? I'd be pissed, you know? I already have this book! 7-year-old, because I don't go on the websites first and see what the books are going to be and then pick. I know people do that, but I don't do that. 7-year-old Wynn and her parents, Eric and Andrew, are vacationing at a remote cabin on a quiet lake in northern New Hampshire, a handful of miles from the Canadian border. Far removed from the bustle of city life, cut off from the urgent hum of cell phones, and from the internet, they are more than 2 miles away from their closest neighbors, in either direction along an old dirt logging road. This is like every horror movie I've ever seen. On a cloudless summer day, as Wynn catches grasshoppers in the front yard, a stranger unexpectedly appears. Leonard is the largest man Wynn has ever seen, but he is young, 24 and a half years old. He tells her, and friendly, with a warm and wide smile that wins her over almost immediately. Leonard and Wynn continue to talk and play until 3 more strangers, 2 women and a man. They're going to be ghosts, I already know that. 2 women and a man all dressed like Leonard in jeans and button-down shirts come down the road carrying strange, menacing objects. In a panic, Wynn tells Leonard that she must go back inside the cabin. Of course, go inside, girl. But before she goes, her new friend tells her, none of what's going to happen is your fault. You haven't done anything wrong, but 3 of you will have to make some tough decisions. I wish with all my broken heart you didn't have to. As Wynn sprints away to warn her parents, Leonard calls out, your dads won't want to let us in, Wynn, but they have to. We need your help to save the world, please. The cabinet, this sounds really good, actually. The cabin at the end of the world is an unbearably tense, gripping tale of paranoia, sacrifice, apocalypse, and survival that escalates to a shattering conclusion, one in which the fate of a loving family and quite possibly all of humanity are entwined, electrifying and haunting. It is a masterpiece of terror and suspense from the fantastically fertile imagination of Paul Tremblay. So yeah, I would totally read this book, The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. Okay, let's then read the letter because they always include an author letter. Last time, I could not even read the letter because authors do not always have the nicest writing. That's a fact, okay? But this one, Paul Tremblay, he writes very clear. Hello, Page Habit readers. And then he does a little, oh my God, I think that's so cute. He does a little cabin sketch reenactment, you see? So it's like a little cabin. How cute is that? Okay. Hello, Page Habit readers. I'm so excited you'll be reading my The Cabin at the End of the World. The book started with a rough sketch of a cabin in one of my notebooks. Reference the cabin. Reference the cabin. Sketch of a cabin in one of my notebooks scratched out while I hurtled through time and space, or air. Okay, so I was in an airplane. As I doodled my cabin, I hit on the idea of a home invasion story, which is a subgenre of horror. There's some holes in the house. Suspense. I generally don't like. Too often the movies in particular are all about the violence and the characters are thin as a piece of paper. And then he puts it off to the side. I do love the film and stage play Wait Until Dark. Oh my God. With Audrey Hepburn. Oh my God, I love that so much. You guys know what I'm talking about, where she's blind and then she's like going around, she doesn't even know what's going on. That is so good. And the little girl upstairs is just kind of spooky strange, but she ends up helping Audrey Hepburn. If you have never seen the movie Wait Until Dark, you've got to see it. Okay. My mother used to always show me scary movies like the Thin Man series and Arsenic and Old Lace and all the Alfred Hitchcock movies. We used to love to watch those back in the day. That was summer, okay? Eating peanut butter sandwiches, apples with salt, orange juice and lemonade, and watching Alfred Hitchcock movies. Okay, but that wasn't an Alfred Hitchcock movie, but it was still just as good. I mean, Charade, everybody thinks that was an Alfred Hitchcock movie, but it wasn't. Okay, too often the movies, in particular, are all about the violence. Okay, the challenge of writing a home invasion story I'd want to read excited me. I came up with the characters first, our loving couple, Eric and Andrew, and their adopted daughter, Wynn. Then I dropped them into an impossible, so this is kind of like a book of diversity as well. Then I dropped them into an impossible and maybe apocalyptic situation. And then he does this long arrow. How fun. Page 1 of 2. Okay. I can't lie to you. This is an intense, harrowing, horrifying novel, and it asks difficult questions. Like, why the hell would you go to a cabin in the middle of the woods? Anyway, no, not me. Okay, penthouse, condo, maybe Airbnb on the beach in Miami. This novel is one of my, you never watch a movie, okay, you just don't, where the couple, they go stay in some glamorous Ritz-Carlton in Miami, you know, or the W Hotel, and then they get hunted down. I mean, maybe in The Purge, but other than that, it never happens, okay? It always happens in these remote cabins out in the middle of nowhere on some spooky old street. Don't go there. Why would you go there? You're stupid if you do. But I love to watch the movies and read that stuff. I was watching the movie earlier called Crocodile. It's about this big crocodile. Anyway, this novel is one of my, and before that I was watching Piranha. I'm in the mood to watch all those kind of, you know, those summary movies like about Jaws and piranhas and stuff like that. This novel is one of my most personal projects as it represents some of the deepest, darkest fears. Also, I hope it works as an allegory for our current socio-political climate predicament. Oh, girl. I mean, a cabin in the woods represents a bigger cabin in Washington, D.C. That all said, in its own dark and twisted way, cabin, now we just refer to it as cabin, like Madonna, represents the different hope of being a loving parent, a loving partner, of being a loving human being. No, it doesn't say that. It says, of being a loving parent, and underneath here it says being. He must have got confused. Being. Being a loving parent, a loving partner, of being a loving human. Being, not bean. Jack and the Beanstalk. Enough blab from me. Amen, I say. Buckle up. No, he didn't say that, I did. Buckle up, and I hope you enjoyed. Do remember to pack a toothbrush before heading up north. Paul Tremblay. So anyway, that was cute though. His note was a little bit more fun. Some of them take themselves so damn seriously. I like somebody that can enjoy some good humor, don't you? Okay. So then my mother always taught me at Christmas you have to always display your presents so everybody can see it. So you want to make sure that you display your gimbal and the stickers and everything else. So here it is, and we'll put this Botswana sticker up here. If you want it, this could be your box. Your Page Habit box. Why would you want to have one of these? I mean, it's only $7.99. That is a total lie straight from the pit of hell. I think it's something like $20 or $30. I don't know how much it is, but it's not $7.99. I have no idea. But you're going to want to go to the website anyway, okay? Because you're going to want to order it, and you're going to, like, I'm a Page Habit ambassador. That means if you order it, then yeah, see, it makes me feel famous and important. So anyway, here it is, Page Habit. You can go in there. Oh, let's go. Here's the thing I wanted to read to you guys. Where is it? All the different, okay, here are the different genres. So if you had ordered your box in June, you can do science fiction, and that was The 1,000-Year Itch. Young adult was The Bird and the Blade. Historical fiction was The Removes. The romance was The Kiss Quotient. Literary fiction was The Great Believers. Fantasy was Trail of Lightning. Horror. The Cabin at the End of the World. We know about that cabin now, don't we? And mystery was The Real Michael. I might do mystery next time. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but you can go in there and pick all this out. For every friend that signs up, you'll receive $10 and they'll get $10 off their first box. So it's a deal. You and your friends should kind of like, you know, look at that hairdo. Ha! Heat miser. You and your friends should like, you know, do it real contrived and then go, okay, I'll order it. Then you get $10 off and you give me $10 and we'll split it. See, it works for everybody. Anyway, I love you guys and go order your box. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.